to your. I got. So I got to make an. Let me make an account real fast.
Yeah, bro.
Sign up with Google. Yep.
Yeah, man. Like, fucking.
Continue.
Shouts out to the Flower Bowl, man. Always holding it down with the packs, bro. You know what I mean? Shouts out to my new co-host, Sha Yu. You know what I mean?
Oh, yo, what's up?
Hive Boogie. You know what I mean? Allura D. Yeah, man. Like I was just telling you, Shaw. I fucking hate. I'm not completely racist, bro. I just have a problem with the corporate white people, like the white person that's been at their job for way too long, that thinks they're the manager or wants to just fuck. Listen. Or just wants to fuck with the random minority dude just because.
Or those people that think that, hey, because I'm this close to whoever, I can just be like this and I can do whatever I want and you can't do nothing because you're a low peg and crap like that. No, I get it.
That's what I go through. That's the reason, because like every job I have to learn something new. You know what I mean? So it would be like, this job I might have talked crazy to a certain people, or maybe I might have been too friendly. So the next job I'm not talking to nobody. And then it's like, maybe you need to get cool with the managers. So I try that and then that doesn't work. Or maybe I don't need to use the language that I use on my everyday to work. That doesn't work. I go in every day. I literally go in every day. I'm never late in none of my jobs, bro. I've never been late. I don't ever really call off unless absolutely necessary. I do overtime anytime it's available. I'm literally that workhorse for every company I've ever worked for, but there's always been a bitter white man or woman that always has to fuck with me. And I do not understand why.
This is a reason why in which I never really worked management in my life. You get those jobs where, you just going in, doing your job and going home. Some days you might know better or more than the people in which are trying to teach you, but they won't sit down and take the time to say, oh, well, maybe you might have the potential to do what we're doing, but we're just going to hold you down here because we don't want you to be better than us. No, I get that completely.
Yeah. Like I even went to my job is like a smaller business. It's not really a big corporate around the world business. So it's a little lenient. The people that they have for management, they don't know what they're doing. So I'm able to see the cracks. Like usually when management has their idea of who they want to fuck with, it's like the moment they have an issue, they get you out of there. So like this HR agent, I'm not going to say no names or the company I work for, but the HR agent that I work for, that I'm with, they claimed that I had like a discrimination because there was an autistic kid, and the autistic kid said that I called him autistic and retarded. And then there was another kid that said that I was harassing him because I was yelling at him and making threats. Both of those people, they told me I needed to apologize and come to them and get this right before we go on any longer with our, with our jobs. And when I spoke to them in front of management, they were like, I ain't never say that. So I'm looking at management like, what's the deal? They were like, oh, well, that's what they told us. But I guess they didn't know the severity of, somebody losing their job. Like, what? Like, yo, bro, so they got to get fired, right? No, because they're, those people were white that falsely claimed these allegations. It's all good. But, if that was a colored person or Latino or black, some type of, not white, they would have been like, this is unnecessary. We can no longer go further with this, relationship. Unfortunately, we have to terminate you. I know these terms, bro. Like, I hate sitting in the office with white people, with white management, and they listen to you like this. And I understand this. Jonathan Blase, but unfortunately, That's always the back end of every conversation with white management in every spot. If they have a problem with you, they want to bring all these problems to you, then you can come to them with problems. Because I've came to people with sexual harassment where women were saying that I was sexually harassing them because I was smiling. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Like I've had to the point where it was like I'm getting fired because I don't want to do the next person's job. And then it's like I go to the lawyers and I'm like, yo, like, what can we do? I got money. How can we fight this case? And lawyers are just like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I hate corporate America, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would say, listen, when it's all said and done, this is the ultimate reason in which of why I'm trying to build my business for myself. I've been working for a very, very long time, since I was 15 and a half. So a very long time. And after all of my scares and everything from the beginning of the year, it just made me more and more realize that, when it's all said and done, I make a horrible employee. I will do what you tell me to do until I'm blue in the face because, we got to work for a paycheck and ain't nobody paying our bills but us.
Right.
So exactly. I will be at work every day for as long as I live. And sitting and realizing that stuff, I just got to the point like, why try to work for somebody when I can just go and work for myself?
Yeah.
And
that's how I feel, man. Like I be making millions and millions of dollars for fucking companies that do not appreciate me. But then I sit home and spend my little $2,000 a week or $2,000 every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I make $4,000 every month. But every ramp that I paint at my job is worth $5,000. So how does that make sense? And I paint at least 10 ramps a day, which is fucking crazy. That's $50,000 a fucking day that I do.
Exactly. Like I would say, like what I do on a daily basis. I deliver to one of my factories that I deliver to, and they probably get $100,000 worth of stuff in which I deliver every day. There's this little factory that I deliver to. It's a little box. It's like 30 pounds. It ain't be no bigger than like this.
Yeah,
like an 8x8. He like, man, each of these cost like 40 grand. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely doing something wrong because those are some, interesting things, especially when you sit down and think about it.
Yeah, it sucks, man. But you know what? It's to the point where we gotta just educate ourselves and get better and learn the game before we out of here. And
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, because I'm tired of clocking in. I'm tired of waking up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning, coming home at 4:30 and in the afternoon and shit like that. But yeah, man, we need to. We'll be great, man. I help you. You help me. We'll build this brand up that we got, man. What is your brand, by the way? But at the top of the show.
So I mean, my brand is. I'm in the process of trying to develop a clothing line. I actually am wearing prototypes now.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
The name of the company itself is called Shaw Use. Basically, a playoff of my own name, but it stands for something hot and unexpected. So it's just me taking all that passion and creativity and art inside of me and actually doing something that, sometimes wearing something can get boring. And if you could do something with it and make it work and flow with you and stuff like that, it works. So I'm still in kind of the creative processes of getting all that stuff together. So I've only been in it for about 10 months or so. So I'm learning as I go.
Right. We doing it too, man. We over here doing it, man. We got coffee cups, man. The Not for the Week coffee cups, the Borough Cafe coffee cups.
Oh, see, I like that.
Yeah, we got the Not for the Week merchandise. We got hats, pens, hoodies, shirts, everything, man. So we definitely need to collab with something. Let's put some merchandise out there. If anybody needs any type of work, holla at us. Yeah, y'all through Sabe Creations. You can holla at Sean, let him know what you want. He could probably get you right. You know, we got the printers, we got the paint, we got all that shit over here, man. So if you're
Yeah.
looking for any type of merchandise, if you like what you see on my man Shaw, you let us know, man. We can get those out to you, man. If you trying
Listen,
to
you
look
want to
on,
sponsor us to do this stuff? Listen, we are open.
yeah, man, we definitely need the sponsors, bro. Right now, you know, we sponsoring ourselves. You know, we got the interviews. The interview I just released, the James Ellsworth interview. We got Buff
Okay.
Bagwell and Scott Steiner and a bunch of other dudes coming up later on this year, man. But
Yeah.
speaking of wrestling, shouts out to all the
No, wait,
future
hold on.
sponsors.
Should we talk about the cat that's out the bag, or should we work our way up to this one?
Let's work our way up. You
All right,
know what I mean? We gotta,
all
yeah.
right. So let's talk first things first, because I kind of had to leave yesterday.
Yeah.
Had like midway through, the Elimination Chamber. So personally, I didn't get a chance to see the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match, and when I saw the snippet of Sami Zayn just forgetting life and throwing Kevin Owens through that chair of barbed wire, as a fan of wrestling, I just stopped for like 30 seconds and looked at my phone just to admire that, man.
Yeah.
And,
I feel like Sammy and Kevin are the new Cactus Jacks. You know,
yes.
they make Mick Foley very proud every time they go into one of these matches, especially the last two matches that they had with each other. They definitely gave us their body.
Oh my God.
No matter how predetermined or fake or whatever anybody wants to call it, you can't fake all of that. You know what I mean? At some point, you're gonna get hurt.
At some point, you got to just admire the passion of a person who just wants to sit down and entertain you.
Right. And they're going. Entertainment is coming out to your theme song, looking cool, doing your thing. That's entertainment. What these guys are doing is low-key sacrificing themselves. This is not entertainment. This is sacrifice.
So look at Terry Funk. Look at Sabu. Look at Tommy Dreamer. Look at Mick Foley. I mean, in certain cases, look at Stone Cold Steve Austin and all of those people that, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to let my blood just drip here on the ring. And I'm just going to, make the story look alive.
Right.
And I'm going to make the people believe what I'm giving. And when I think of Sami Zayn, I think about that a lot.
You know what? You know what's funny? And this is why they say that WWE got levels, right? They got levels because you have these two guys that really went out there and put their all on the line, right? They put their bodies, their souls, they put everything on the line for their country out there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no electrocution. I don't even think there was any real blood.
No, it was just that steel chair and that barbed wire.
Yeah. So it's levels because you go and you look at these New Japans or just to single somebody out. You look at Dean Ambrose, and he is so gruesome and so not WWE. He puts his body on the line on a whole nother level, and it doesn't even sell as good as these two guys did. You know what I mean?
Because there's something because brutality is brutality, and it's wrestling, and we are wrestling fans, and we are here for the carnage. We are here for the bloodshed. We are here for the death-defying stuff, the going through the tables and seeing all the glitz and glam. But it's just something when you look at those matches, and it's like, ain't no sitting down and taking a pair of pliers and trying to rip a man's tooth out just to try to make it look as humanly gruesome as possible.
Right.
and doing something as simple as, I'm just going to beat you down with a chair, and that chair just so happens to be wrapped around barbed wire. So as I beat you down with this chair, it just it's the impact about those small things.
Right. Yeah, it's the little things that matter. And if you watch wrestling for as many years, I know we're just fans, so we just sit on the corner. But every time
Right.
you listen to like the Tough Enough or the things, it's like you don't use those big explosions every day, because then after a while, when you do a Mexican power driver or whatever the fuck they call it, a Spanish fly, you know what I
The
mean?
Spanish fly, yeah, or the
Yeah, you
Canadian
know, you do one of
destroyer.
those. Yeah, yeah, a Mexican destroyer. You do, or a Canadian destroyer. You do that shit every single night. After and then the person kicks out of it. It's just one of your moves. It's not a finisher or a
Oh,
signature. People
right.
just get real numb to it. Like me and C3, we were talking about this. Like he had to ban a whole bunch of shit that looked cool. It looked good. Those were some of his like the power driver. Like
Hmm.
we know, us old school
Oh
fans
my
know,
God.
like, yo, the power
I would say,
drivers.
it's the reason why Stone Cold had a short career.
Exactly. So we know that this move really can hurt and kill you, like for real, for
Hmm.
real. So they banned that. So now when somebody uses a power driver or anything close to that, us as the fans, we're like, oh shit, he's not supposed to do this because this can hurt this person.
Like when Kevin Owens put that package power driver on Randy Orton, and him coming back last night was, we were talking about unexpected moments, and we kind of randomly talked about Randy, but him coming back last night was kind of big, because I know me for certain what's going to go on with that angle for WrestleMania, and that's going to be on my mind until I start seeing what's going to happen.
I mean, like, yo, bro, what they got right now is so much money between the stories, and because you got to understand that this Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton story, it bleeds into Cody's, path any given
Hmm.
time. It bleeds into Cena's path any given time. This is the road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania is going to
Right.
come and go. And then right after that, it's what's next. Cena
Uh
got
huh.
literally like 8 more months with the company. That means that you
Right.
gotta put the title on Cena,
And you
get it
got to put
off
the
of him.
pedal to the metal and everything.
You gotta literally switch a total gears where it's like, how do we make all these guys not just fall to
Hmm.
the bottom because Cena, where it's like it's all a story now. Now everything
Right.
gets erased.
Uh
Everything,
huh.
that whole Roman Reigns shit, all what Cody did, with everybody starts clean in the next year, because now Cena comes back. And it's like, who takes it off of Cena before he leaves, or what is gonna happen with all of this, and the Rock and Cena
Yeah.
together, Hollywood Rock and Cena is
And the fact that it's
diabolical.
it's heel
Healed.
Hollywood Rock with a now recently birthed heel John Cena. I was having a conversation with one of my friends earlier this afternoon, and spoiler alert, he's not exactly happy.
A lot of people are not happy, brother.
And so we were talking about this, and he's like, "Well, if it's going down this route, and John Cena is going to get the championship, is he going to hold the championship until he leaves? Is he going to defend it? Last pay per view of the year." It is John Cena. This is where I leave everything and I'm going, or does it push a little bit further and it ends at the Royal Rumble, which begins the new road to WrestleMania kind of stuff? And so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next 48 days.
Bro, you know why? Because everybody's mind is mind fucked. So now it's like, where do you put Roman? And then
And
everybody's
that's, I'm glad you said that, because the first thing I was trying to wait to talk about all of this, but the one thing that did not happen last night at all is we did not get a single whimper from Roman Reigns at all. And what is about to happen with that? And it's made me start thinking about that triple threat match I was thinking about last night of him, Seth, and CM Punk, because the way CM Punk looked at Seth Rollins as his whole consciousness left his body last night made me start thinking, what is that match going to look like?
it's gonna be all right. You gotta understand, like this goes back to Survivor Series of when Punk came and Seth wanted to, go up there and smack the shit out of him, and he was cursing him out. So this
Yeah.
all is good.
It's all simulates from
It's
that.
all
And the whole years of hatred that they have for each
It's
other in real life.
Triple H cooking. Like Triple H always throws a little sprinkle over here, and we thinking he's burning the pot, but he's just letting that shit simmer, and he's cooking over here. Like he drops little clues and little things that we think he forgot. Like, you know what I mean? Like we didn't, so far, we have not got a Seth Rollins and CM Punk at all since that interaction of them, at Survivor Series.
They had their little matches and their little squabbles, and you got a little win here and a little win there, but nothing really
where
ultimately gels itself together. And now, with this nice little schematic, and now in the center of that, you got John Cena and Cody Rhodes now.
Then you got Roman and Brock in like just like this ready, because you don't need to hype that up, but at least 2 weeks before WrestleMania, and it's still gonna sell. You can hype that up literally on a Raw 2 weeks, 3 weeks before WrestleMania, and that motherfucker, everybody's gonna be like, "We got it! We finally is gonna get it!" Oh, Roman doesn't have to show up at all.
No, and that's the more interesting part. So there's a dynamic that as soon as I saw The Rock standing there and Cena standing there and Travis Scott in the back of there, getting his little slaps in, and the actual power and dominance that, the WWE in a whole has, and the new play of what you're thinking about, what they're doing with the Authority. Nice. Because, unlike the Attitude Era, when it's Vince McMahon, I'm just the most powerful man in the company and I can just do what I want. And, we got what we got with the Attitude Era, or when Triple H did it with Seth Rollins, or, even when Hulk Hogan did it with Eric Bischoff. Thinking of the true ramifications of seeing, this ain't just The Rock, WWE superstar, or WWE, I'm on the board of WWE. I'm Dwayne Johnson. I'm on the board of TKO. TKO owns WWE. Not even Triple H is higher than me.
All right. Before you keep going, bro, people don't understand that WWE is a fucking, even when they don't mean to, it means something. John Cena in the Firefly Funhouse had the NWO shirt. He is the definition of Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Like,
can you imagine if John, and now that I'm doing this, now maybe this is just my head canon. Can you imagine if John Cena wins the WWE Championship for the 17th time, and he gets it and strips it from Cody, and he brings out a can of spray paint, and he just throws a whole "you can't see me" just right across the WWE title, and just walking that thing around?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, and you gotta understand, it's gonna happen. Here's why it's gonna happen. We already have in our head, this is it for Cena. Like we said yesterday, WWE is, and look bro, my collection is like almost
extensive.
Like it's not, it's the same thing over and over and over and it's the same belt. It's the same belt in purple, blue, black, Bret Hart series, Shawn Michaels series, Ultimate Warrior
gold,
series, but it's the
silver.
same fucking belt. I'll buy it for $200, $300, $400, $500, but it's the same fucking belt. We have been watching wrestling for years. A lot of the times we can call this shit because we done seen it, but we done seen it 100 times. It's just the way that they're executing it. John Cena is literally just doing the Hollywood Hulk Hogan, or if you want to think about it, it'll be like Stone Cold selling his when he sold his soul to Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? So it's just history repeating itself, but just for the new generation. You know what I mean? We done seen this, but you got to understand when it happened to us, Austin didn't need to do this. Cena needed to sell his soul. Cena needed something just like Hogan when he sold his soul to WCW.
Or as you said yesterday, it's the fact that Cena is desperate. You know, when you
like Hogan was desperate when he had to go to the NWO. Hogan was desperate when he went to the NWO.
And then going back to Cena, I mean, go back to WrestleMania when he lost to Austin Theory. Or, you know, all these pay-per-views he came in and it seemed like he was just a sideshow. There for the nostalgia, just to be there, sell a couple things, pull his hands up in the air and, you know, get the people hyped for a while. I was looking at the post-conference earlier and hearing Triple H talking. And, you know, hearing that, you know, John Cena could have did that. He could have came out and did his thing and said his nice little words and had his quip with some superstars and just been enjoying the ride for the last year of his career. Or, you know, he could, you know, double down and tell you that I'm not just here for the nostalgia. I'm about to work. And so it's going to be
Check this out, bro. Cena needed to turn heel. Let me tell you why. That good guy shit, this is why good guys finish last. Let me get the mic close so you motherfuckers can hear me. Cena passed the torch to Austin Theory, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight,
Roman Reigns. Okay, so
Roman had it. Roman had it. So
Roman had it, and then when they had their little match, it was one of those nice little small notches to help raise Roman Reigns a little higher than what he was.
But what I'm saying is that he let these guys win.
Yeah.
She said none of them. He let Solo, LA. He gave the rub to LA Knight. She said none of them. Nothing. It worked. It didn't work. Yo, turn that down, bro.
I'm trying to.
Nothing.
Got it.
Yeah. So right, none of that shit worked. It's time to be selfish. This shit ain't working. I'm trying with these motherfuckers. Austin Theory, not doing it. Solo. No. He's the weakest one out of the bloodline, other than
I agree with that.
Other than yeah, that's the weakest, and then it's Solo. LA Knight, he was hot until Cena gave him the rub.
Yeah,
like Cena needs to be healed. Cena needs to worry about Cena. When Cena was being the nice guy, he was losing, trying to be the guy to be like, here's the step up. This is the next generation. All of those guys failed. Every single one of them, even LA Knight. And now that he's gonna, this is what everybody low-key wanted. We don't like the nice guy. Some of us, like we were talking about earlier, you know, that one employer that just hates the motherfucker that comes in every day talking about good morning. Why is this motherfucker so happy? Why is he always so nice? Why he gotta bring bagels and donuts? What a fucking ass kissing and shit like that. That's how we were with Cena. Now that Cena's gonna be like, fuck all of you niggas.
And I'm about to
can't see me and kiss my ass. Like, that's what we all want. That's what we want, bro. So we get a new shot, we get a whole new persona That, you know what I mean? Hopefully he brings out the rap side or some shit back, or you know what I mean?
I would say, you know what I would say, and I was talking to my friend earlier. You know what I would love to see come back with John Cena, just done up in his way, just flat out, and especially talking about new merchandise and stuff. Him going back to the beginning, him coming out in the jerseys and the basketball jerseys and the football jerseys and all that stuff, just done up in a way that just will super exceed anything and everything that anybody could ever think of, going back to his roots.
Wicked Hope says Austin Theory lost his chance when McMahon left. Facts.
Amen.
This is the only way Cena can get a 17th championship. He should not be tied with Flair. Cena should not. Wait, Cena should come back. No. So I was just thinking right now, right? What was the whole fucking reason of Travis Scott being there?
To give that over glimpse of Hollywood.
Nah, that we gonna get a song with John Cena and Travis Scott.
I would say, oh, no, I'm waiting on that. Oh, I'm waiting on that.
But then again, if it's corporate Cena, wouldn't he be like business and too professional to do that?
I would say if Cena's doing what he's doing, you know Cena's roots. You know he loves his music. And you know he loves to perform, and you know he loves to give a show. And what bigger show you can do than with Travis Scott? You know, one of the biggest entertainers on earth. So it's really going to be crazy to sit down and go through the headcanon of that. But it's going to be another thing to sit down and have to experience this for the next month and a half.
Yeah, you know, it's always there's always a lot to digest during WrestleMania week because the road to WrestleMania, because you have so many things, because they can give us everything that we want and we still as fans want more. Now they're giving us 2 days and it's still not enough. Who's gonna main event? Who's gonna be second main event? Who should have won? Who should have did this? Who's
going on night 1? Who's going on night 2?
Yeah, is Jey Uso
are we gonna do a pre-show?
Yeah, honestly, I keep it real with you, bro. I love it, but I want this to continue for the rest of this year, bro, because it's a lot to digest. Like Roman Reigns ain't even in the picture, and he was champion for 4 years. For 4 years, bro. He's not even in the picture.
Right.
And where does he fit in the picture after all of this?
That was question number 1 I had as soon as I saw The Rock and John Cena standing there. Like, so of course we know Roman's gonna be involved in this somehow. That might culminate to Roman versus Rock.
Right.
But this is talking about power over passion to me. And if Cody's going to be standing there, you know, in the gap of the WWE universe and all of the WWE and all of this power and everything, like I can see in my crazy headcanon, those superstars from the past that had the most passion in this business coming to stand on the side of Cody Rhodes in all of this. I mean, my crazy headcanon would love to see Cody Rhodes and Stone Cold Steve Austin standing side by side against The Rock and John Cena for an ultimate battle of everything.
Nah. Stone Cold won't come out of that, but it'll be Roman and Cody. I see Cena winning, bro. I see Cena winning at Mania because what's the point of selling your soul? I see
Cena winning at Mania.
Yeah, what's the point of selling your soul if it's not going to be to not be better than Flair? What is it? What's to sell your soul to not be number 1? You're the number 1 champion of all time. He's going to give you everything. That means you're gonna beat Flair. Once you sold your soul, the dude that is right there. We're not saying Cody that won 1 time. That means he's got to win 17 more times to be better than everybody. No, we're gonna give it to the dude that's just 1 title away from being. And then out of that 1 title that we got, because after that 1 title, we have like 7 more months with him. After that one title, you're gonna get Randy Orton versus fucking Cena. You're gonna get
CM
AJ
Punk,
Styles versus. You're gonna CM Punk, Seth Rollins. You're gonna get every fucking body you think that could be the dream match with Cena, and it's going to be an epic run because he sold his soul. And who to take it off of him? But either Cody.
That was gonna be my question. So I'm with you. Cena wins the title at WrestleMania, but I'm also on the fact that it's probably going to be Cody Rhodes who gets that title back.
I think
so. What does the story look like as far as a build-up for Cody himself?
I have to agree
he's
with
going
Pope,
to lose
though.
his title.
I have to agree with Pope. They want Orton to win it. I think it's gonna be maybe a go back and forth where it's gonna be like Orton wins it off of Cena, Cena wins it back off of Orton, then maybe Orton wins it again, and then it's a Cody Orton thing. But like it's definitely, I believe that how it's gonna play out is Cena will pass Flair, and then Orton will be in Flair's place, and then Flair will drop down. So it will be Cena, Orton, Flair, which is fucking. You can't get no better than that, bro. Yeah, you can't get no fucking better than that.
Because when it's all said and done, I mean, we talked about this yesterday. When it comes down to it, as good as John Cena is, and everything he's about to start doing, there is Randy Orton in the background there.
Mm-hmm. That it wasn't no coincidence that he returned the day that Cena turns heel. There is no fucking coincidence, bro.
I agree, man. I agree with you.
That is fucking for a reason, because Cena and Orton is about to go to war. Because they don't even know. Cena and Orton is about to go to war at some point of this farewell tour.
Yeah, how long has it been since we've seen, a John Cena, a Randy Orton, and a CM Punk inside of a WWE pay-per-view?
Yeah. Can you imagine at a fucking Survivor Series, CM Punk versus Randy Orton versus Cena?
I mean, I'm here for it. I definitely am here for it.
Oh, what about a fucking CM Punk? You got CM Punk versus Roman Reigns lurking, where Paul Heyman is gonna, where Paul Heyman stands. We have so much to go. And yo, bro, we have what you said, 48 days until
48 days.
We here for it, bro.
Listen. I haven't been excited for WrestleMania in a really, really long time, because, like you said, some things just ends up becoming predictable,
right?
And knowing that we're walking on those old school, unpredictable times that we don't know what's about to happen, it just makes it, really, really interesting and a great time to, be a wrestling fan again. Especially for us who grew up watching this stuff.
It's definitely getting more spicy and exciting, but this is what Triple H is doing. He's outdoing what he did last year, because last year is gonna be how can you outdo last year, right? Triple H about to show you. Triple H about to motherfucker show you. But what I do not agree with the whole night last night, I didn't give a fuck about the Tiffany and Trish Stratus match. I really didn't. But
I didn't really watch it either.
Yeah, I did not like the fact that Alexa Bliss lost.
It was so heartbroken when Alexa got eliminated.
I was just like, why?
I mean, Bianca versus Rhea Ripley, or Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, is really, really big matches and really, really good for business. And I'll say that now. But I mean, last night, looking at Alexa Bliss inside of that chamber and the stuff that she was doing, and looking at the same time at Bianca and the stuff that she was doing, I mean, I would have been satisfied if it would have came down to those two.
Right. That chamber match with the females, I mean, Rhea said it a while back. She's done going back and forth with Liv. She don't want to face Liv no
I
more.
like that.
She wants to face new people, and her dream match at WrestleMania would be Bianca Belair. So as soon as Alexa got eliminated, I'm like, oh, okay, like that makes sense. This is what she wants. This is probably what she's gonna get. And then if you really look at it, you put them both together. I've met both of them. Bianca is beautiful. Rhea Ripley is beautiful. They are massive. They are not petite little women. You put them together at WrestleMania. It's I love EO, but that's not it, my boy. You everybody loves mommy. Everybody loves Bianca. Even if you hating on her, you gotta love something about her. You could relate to her. And
and I agree with that.
Yeah.
So I mean, going back to the Jade Cargill thing.
Oh man. That was the best part of the fucking chamber for the women.
I mean, seeing her come back. Listen, I would love. I love to see Jade Cargill. I'm not going to even sit here and begin to lie. So
she
seeing her
like
last night,
action figure, bro.
Oh my gosh, she looks like just a big buff goddess, man.
She looks like that in yo, bro. She looks even better in person, bro.
Oh my god,
I met her at Fanatic Fest last year.
Dang, man. Listen. Once we start getting this stuff together and going on the road, start seeing some of this stuff. No, I'm ready. But just going back to the attack of her and Naomi, and we were talking about that last night. And just seeing her between, her and Naomi and Liv, and doing that attack on Naomi, I thought about you instantly.
I told you.
But seeing it, but does that mean that you push this now? Does Jade go back into where she was and get herself back to where she needs to be? Does she go back pushing and start working now? Does that add to the complexity of WrestleMania for Bianca Belair?
I think it's all gonna tie because I really feel like Naomi did it, but the way the camera panned and the way the reaction had it, because Naomi was like, shit, what's Shorty doing here? Like, I didn't know she was going to be here, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But Bianca was like, oh, shit, let me take my shit off because it's about to be some shit. Like, why would you be like that? And WWE is good for that. You know what I mean? Like, of course, you're going to think it's the person that's the most closest and that's the most obvious. But I really feel like Bianca has something to do with it, though, bro.
Yeah, I mean, when Jade Cargill came to the WWE and she stepped in that ring in the Royal Rumble, and I saw her, and on the other side of her was Bianca Belair, and they were staring each other down. And the first thing that came to my mind is I want to see those two just go at it. I mean, this angle of how this all is going, I mean, even though it's looking that it's down the path of Naomi, and seeing that this might end up becoming Bianca versus Jade Cargill is headcanon I wish could come true.
Let me spit my dream match. Let me tell you how I'm booking this. Naomi is going to plead her innocence and she don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Right.
And Cargill is going to be at her ass. She's going to be... Bianca wins at WrestleMania and somehow they figure out that it was actually Bianca behind it. Either they were working together because Bianca was tired of holding her up and having to teach her, travel and all of that. Like, you taking my shine. I have to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it becomes where, Cargill's on the run for the title for Bianca. I just see it. That's how I see it. I see where Bianca has something to do with it. You was too fucking ready when you heard that music drop. You dropped your coat. You stopped getting cute and you got real ready because anybody from the hood is going to be like, oh, if that nigga survived that shit, nigga, what's up? Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he around. Because Naomi, if she did it, she's gonna be like, oh, all right, bet. What's up? Like,
Let's strap.
you know what I mean? Yeah, like I'm ready for you. Like, all right, but she was just on some like, get that bitch. I don't know why she's here, but go ahead. If you can handle it, I got you. Get that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It was the vibe. Like, it just didn't give me you did it. It might have been you did it on Bianca's behalf,
Yeah.
or it might have been like they seen a dark-skinned chick driving the car or whatever, some shit like that. I don't know now, bro. I really don't know.
But it's gonna be interesting to see where that leads up to, you know, whenever they decide to elaborate on all of that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on Monday.
Everybody's gonna be tuned in. We gonna be tuned in, man. Definitely, we gonna be tuned in, man. We trying to figure out how to mirror going live on TikTok. We trying to go live on TikTok with it, but we're trying to figure it out. I don't know. I'm trying to help a friend. I'm trying to help my wife, and yeah, you know, she's trying to put it on her TikTok. So
maybe I've started looking at some of the little things about, you know, sharing and whatnot, and maybe like starting a Twitch or something. I don't know.
I got a Twitch. I got all of that shit, man. I just like to fuck with the YouTube and the Facebook. Yeah, man. Tiffany Stratton, man, she won last night with Trish Stratus. Congratulations. We all knew that.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
where's that leading with when it comes to Charlotte? Is going to be the question. I mean,
she's gonna win against Charlotte.
So I mean, the glitz and glam and all that fun stuff is interesting, but I mean,
they're pushing her too hard to lose against Charlotte. And then, you know what I mean? So I don't believe she's going to lose against Charlotte, and I really believe Bianca's going to beat Rhea.
I believe Bianca's going to beat Rhea.
No more Flair. She has too many championships. Indeed. Shouts out to Pope. Been fucking...
Right.
Been chatting the whole fucking time. I appreciate you, brother. But yeah, man.
I can't see anything, so...
How do you feel about that elimination chamber though?
So overall I love the entire thing. I really did. CM Punk eliminated Logan Paul was completely utterly hilarious, like poetic justice. Looking at some of the twists between, you know, all six guys in the ring was interesting in itself, especially when Drew McIntyre got, you know, eliminated. I paid it. That was to me really funny for him to be the first one to go.
Right. I mean, but he's the crybaby, so.
And I expected that. And I thought he was going to do a little bit more than what he did, but what he got last night, that didn't surprise me, but it was still funny.
I was just thinking this today, right? There's so many dudes like Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
These dudes are getting really old and probably will never see another championship ever again. Ever. Because you got all these dudes, like once Braun Breaker gets in the mix and you know, LA Knight finally finds out. Yeah, like I don't really see Carmelo ever being a champion, bro. I feel like the title's bigger than him.
Like not a heavyweight. I don't really see him being like a heavyweight champion.
Yeah, I feel like the heavyweight title is bigger than him.
Yeah, I think so.
He'd probably be a great US champion, but intercontinental champion, but not a heavyweight champion. I see Breaker being a champion. I see Gunther being a champion for a very long time, bro. I see him, and he's gonna beat the shit out of Jey Uso. Mark my words, bro.
So what do you think about Shinsuke being in that conversation for the world title?
If they do it right, get him a real good manager, get him a real good, like, his gimmicks be on point, but he just gotta just. I feel like he's tightening up. So the gimmick that he got right now is real good. But if he had a fucking manager, bro, it would be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
yeah, man. They need to figure it out, man. Either make another brand or I feel like they should bring WCW back. And
And
you know,
okay, elaborate that on that a little bit.
if you bring WCW back, first of all, it gives that whole like, oh my god, we have a old school thing that we know is tied to WWE, and we have all of these other dudes that we could put over there. So you can have Shinsuke and LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes and all of these dudes as champions and shit like that. You can have a whole fucking brand over there that is just like it's too many. Even with 3 brands right now, even with NXT, all of it, like it's just too much for certain guy. Like I don't see Kevin Owens ever being champion ever again, bro.
Um, so question on that, like, so with WCW, what if, they're doing a lot of stuff where they're linking with like TNA
Mm-hmm.
now, and could you see something like a TNA being like that WCW rival to
Yes.
WWE now?
Yes, and that's where WCW could be the WWE NXT brand to go play with the other, New Japan. They could collaborate with whoever. We might throw you a LA Knight or a Shinsuke Nakamura, but
Mm-hmm.
here's all the lucha libres, and here's all the technical wrestlers that should get on that probably just won't fit our brand. But a
Mm-hmm.
WCW, you could play with that. So it will be WCW versus the world. You could throw the NWO in there, Team
Yeah.
NWO, where you could have Hogan and Nash just recruiting people. You could
Yeah.
bring so much shit and merchandise out of that. And then on top of that, you could put championships on dudes that could probably really be champions.
Yeah. And yeah, I can agree with that one. But
You can't
it's
just
going to
put
be
anybody as
interesting.
champion in WWE.
And I agree with that. And I think I like kind of the aspecting of that now. When it seemed like every other month somebody was the WWE champion, or
Exactly.
hey, we're gonna put this on you, and then hey, we'll just throw in the money in the bank, throw cash in just because we need to, see the belt change a couple people a few times and stuff like that. So it's nice to see like we were when we was a kid, people actually holding the belt for a while and seeing, their rise and their fall, and seeing other people really be able to climb up the actual ranks of everything and really show that they deserve to hold the mantle and be the beacon of light in the shadow and everything of the company. So
Yeah. I want to know everybody's opinion. If y'all in the comments right now, if y'all listening, whatever. I want to know if y'all think Cena's gonna win at WrestleMania, and if he does, who will beat Cena after his run is done? That's what I want to know, man. Because this is about to get real spicy. We about to
mm-hmm.
cover everything, but that's all we have today on Now for the Week, ladies and gentlemen. That was our thoughts and
Yeah.
our feelings, man. It's your boy
Yeah.
Burrow Luch and your man Shayu. I
Yeah.
always appreciate everybody, man. Our top viewer today, Wick Poe. I appreciate you, bro. Wick Poe.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks. I would say thanks for all that, man.
yeah, I appreciate all y'all that was tuned in, man. Let me know what you guys think of the Elimination Chamber. Let me
If
know
you got
what you
any
guys think.
questions,
Yeah, anything, man. If you're trying to sponsor us, anything, guys, just let us know. Holla at your motherfucking boy. Yo, let them know where they can find you, Shy.
you can find me here on Facebook. You can look at my page Shaw U, SHAU. I'm on Instagram at Shaw U Original, and I'm on Facebook underneath my name Sean McGee. So I mean, I'm around.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We out of here. All right, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate you guys. We out, man.
peace and love.